Hi guys, it's Kendra Samira from Christ Speaks, and I am back with another word for you guys today. And also just wanted to say happy Thursday, and as well happy Feast of Trumpets. I pray that you all are having a blessed holy day. And I wanted to get on here with this word that the Lord had given me. I won't be before you guys long today, but I wanted to definitely get on here to deliver this message to you all. Before I do that, I just want to say, if you are new here, please take the time to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So for all my new subscribers, I just wanted to let you guys know that I upload every Thursday. So every Thursday, you can be looking out for a new video from me. So let's get into this word. I have my notes here, so I won't leave anything out. So let's get into it. So the Lord was giving me this word the other day, and I was asking God, Lord, you know, what is it that you want to say to your people? And so the title of this message is Things Will Not Be the Same. Things will not be the same. So this is what the Lord said to me. The Lord said, things will not be the same as they were in times past. The Lord said, you have entered into your now season, and those things which he promised you long ago are about to come to pass. You are moving into the season of your kingdom assignments, and it is time to do the work. God is taking back everything that the enemy has stole from his people, and the Lord said that he is giving it back to his people double in this season. For in past seasons, you have cried so many tears. You have endured hurt, pain, and shame. But God said that in this season, he is turning things around. And that will no longer be your story. The Lord said that he is writing a new story with a new ending for his people. And the Lord said he's pulling his people to the forefront in this hour, and his people will shine so brightly for him in the earth. And the Lord says that he is answering prayers, that your prayers will be fulfilled in this hour, and that there will be no more counterfeit blessings that was set up by the enemy. So the Lord was giving me that, and the Lord had put in my spirit that many of you have endured some very challenging seasons in your life, and the Lord was showing me it has been struggle after struggle after struggle, and God had promised you some things, but it seemed like those promises would never come to pass. And so you gave up, like you really just stopped believing in them. And I know even for myself, I went through a trying season. It was many promises that the Lord had told me was going to come to pass, but it was like I was experiencing so many delays. And so I was saying, like, God, well, where is it? Where's those things that you told me was to happen? And it's like many of you gave up because it was like it's never coming to pass, you know. And that's what the enemy wanted you to believe. The enemy wanted you to believe that the promises of God, that everything that God told you about is never going to happen. Look, this is happening instead, you know. And it was a lie. It was a lie. The Lord said that everything that he promised you is going to come to pass. It is going to come to pass, the Lord said. And the Lord said that we're actually now in that season. So many of us, we had got many promises from God long ago. Maybe it was things that God had promised you a year ago, 2 years ago, maybe even over 3 years ago that you have been expecting, but you had not saw it manifest. So you gave up. But the Lord said that this is actually the season for those things to come to pass. That in the seasons before, he was telling you about those things that you were in preparation. But this is the season that he is actually about to be fulfilled. And so the Lord was even talking to me about no more counterfeit blessings. Some of you had thought that those things had been fulfilled in other ways, but only to find out that it was a counterfeit, whatever that was. Maybe God had promised you, let's just use this as an example. Maybe God had promised you a better job, and you saw a job come that had amazing benefits and it looked like your dream job, only to find out that this wasn't it, and then it ended horribly. And so the enemy was like sending counterfeit blessings, even counterfeit spouses for those who was promised kingdom marriages. And so you started to give up and you started to believe like these things are never going to happen. But the Lord said that you are now in the season of those things to happen. And the Lord said that it's not going to be the same as it was in times past. In the past where you were let down, in the past where, the enemy was able to bring in these counterfeits. The Lord said it's not going to be the same no more, because he is putting you into that thing. And it's time now for those kingdom assignments. So at the time when God was telling you, it wasn't the time. It's time now for you to step into your kingdom assignment, and it's time now to do the work. And so this is why these things is coming to pass, because the Lord is saying it's about, like, literally it's about to be so many things that is happening. And so the Lord, and when I say it's happening, I mean happening that is about to start happening in the earth. And so the Lord is trying to get his people into position, and he's trying to get his people planted where they're supposed to be planted in this season, for the upbuilding of the kingdom, And so like you all, those who have been here know that I talk about kingdom finances a lot on my channel. It's a lot of you that God had told you that you would be the one to break that poverty off of your family, that some of you, the Lord even literally told you would be the first millionaire in your family, that he's going to use you as a kingdom financer, and that through you, the kingdom will be blessed when the earth come on hard times. And we talk about that, the story of Joseph. We know that God used him as a kingdom financer when the famine came upon the earth. And so that's what the Lord is saying. It's about to be so many things that's going to happen. And so God is setting up his kingdom financiers. He's setting up all his people in different arenas so that we can be prepared to help the church. Not only is these things going to bring wealth to you, but it's not just about it bringing wealth. It's about it upbuilding the kingdom, the church. And so that's why we see so many marriages are coming forth now, because now it's time for these couples to actually go out 2 by 2. We knew God was bringing these kingdom marriages, but it's getting closer and closer to the time where God is about to send them out. It's time for the work. And so that's what I was getting in my spirit, that it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same as it was. So don't lose hope. Don't feel discouraged, because you're actually in the season for those things to come to pass. The enemy wants you to believe that you are in that same season, that nothing has changed. It's business as usual. You're in that same season. Nothing is about to happen, and you're going on just as is. But that is a lie. And the Lord is saying you're not in the same season. The seasons have changed. And the Lord wants to make you aware of that. You're not in the same season. You're not going to be being delayed. Things is actually about to take off. And so the Lord just wants to prepare you and wants to encourage you so that you can know what season you are in and know that these things are about to come to pass, and get ready to actually do the work. Okay. And also, you know, a lot of these kingdom couples are 144. You know, I talk about that too, though, 144,000, and they have work to do as well. And so it's a lot, but the Lord is just saying that everything he told you about, everything that he promised, those things are coming to pass now. It's coming to pass now because we're in the season. The Lord had told me that things are going to look very different on the earth. I remember when the Lord was telling me about, like, last year and the year before, when he was telling me about 2024 and 2025 is going to look crazy. I believe that from what the Lord has shown me in these, we're already in October, and I'm going to talk about October in another video. Well, I'll mention this. Every October, the Lord has shown me that the wickedness go to another level. And I made a video before about a dark October, and the Lord showed me that the wickedness go to another level every October. But it's going to be things that we're going to see happening in the earth that's going to start in 2024, but it's going to mainly, we're going to see the majority of these things in 2025. But these things are going to start. The ending of 2024 will not be well. You know, you're gonna see stuff start to happening, but it's 2025 that the Lord is trying to get his people in position. But it's nothing to be afraid of, because that's why God is positioning us. That's why God is giving us instructions, and that's why God is like, you know, moving us into these things that he promised us, so we can start doing the work, because so much is about to change in the earth. And I remember one thing the Lord told me is that he's trying to get the church back independent. And so I'm like, Lord, what did that mean? You know, like, now people depend on the government for food, for security, for housing. What the Lord said, is going to come a time that we're approaching that people are going to have to come to the church. And I'm not talking about a building. I'm talking about his people, because we are the church. It's going to become a time where the government is not going to be reliable. It's going to come a time where the government is not going to help you. And so God is going to have his people in the earth to do certain things when this time hit. And so the Lord led me on here to tell you guys that everything is about to come to pass now. We're literally in that season, and it is time to do the work. So just get ready, prepare yourself, prepare your heart for what's to come. You're not in the same season. Things will be different. They will not be the same. Everything is changing, says the Lord. You are in a different season. And God is taking you to the next level of the things that he has for you. So I just wanted to get on here and to deliver that message. Until next time, take care, guys, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye-bye.